This video is going to be on the, there was a debate apparently last night on CNN held at a church called the Saddleback Church, okay, in Lakeland, Florida, or not Lakeland, Lakeland, or Lake Forest, Lake Forest, California. And it was between Obama and McCain. And there's the pastor of this church. It's Rick Warren. Here's another picture of him. Well, listen, I don't like mixing politics and religion because I think it's it reminds me of the Islamic countries a little bit. They have totally fused politics and religion. And here in the United States, we're attempting to fuse politics and religion with the Christian fundamentalists. So, I don't like the smell of this one bit. So, unfortunately, I have to make this video. So, I started looking into this Saddleback Church and Rick Warren a little bit just to see how phony he is, or if he's not a phony, if he's okay. Now, here's his original church, which is a tent. He started out small. When he was young, and he was, by the way, he's a second-generation pastor. Second generation. His father was a pastor. So he's following in the well-worn footsteps of a religious career, let's say. But he started out small, and that was the tent that he was in. And then they had a fundraiser, and this reminds me of a Led Zeppelin concert. This is a fundraiser at the church. Cool, eh? Lights, fog. Neat light, dark, neat shade. Now, here's the church they have now. Of course, he's hit the big time, so to speak, religiously. Mr. Warren, Rick Warren, because he's got a best-selling book. So the money is coming in. And you know what? Not only does power corrupt, but money corrupts. I'm almost positive. So when churches start to get a lot of money, you see, this is the Saddleback, I guess. Now, I'm getting this off the internet. So I did not see the debate. Let me make a confession. I did not see the debate. So I don't know how awful it was. But these pictures of the church look like they're doing pretty doggone good. They must have a lot of money to spend on architecture and fine architectural flourishes. Now, talking about fusing religion and politics, as the Republicans have so well done to their benefit, is the endorsement of John McCain by a kind of a far right-wing wacko pastor named John Hagee. And you can see, let me go back to that first clip. Well, there he is. That was the announcement that Hagee had endorsed John McCain for president. And the august senator from Texas, John Cornyn, was there too, to make this big announcement. But Hagee's history is so awful, and there he is. He's a kind of roly-poly guy, way overweight, kind of short. But he has a long and very kind of shady history, especially with the IRS. He has made a lot of money. He's a millionaire. He's a televangelist. Oh, here, I've got pictures also speaking before AIPAC. He has this kind of strange Armageddon concept that the Armageddon there'll be a war in the what do you call it, the cradle of religion, the Middle East, Israel, Jerusalem, and then most people will go to hell. I don't know, and that includes the Jews. Even though he's speaking before the Jews, I don't think the Jews know this, or a lot of Jews don't know this. But he's anti-Catholic. He thinks the Catholics are, what did he call the church? The Catholic horror of Babylon? I don't know. So there's something wrong. He hates the Catholics. He doesn't, and I don't know if he actually hates the Jews, but he certainly doesn't like them. He doesn't think that they're cool, religiously speaking. Well, okay, so let's go back to the IRS problems. He's got IRS problems because he didn't report income, and I think he was actually charged by the IRS with not reporting income. And they did a bunch of investigation. Maybe he was fined. He has IRS problems because he made a lot of money off his television. And let me tell you, he's got personal problems too because he's divorced and he's on his wife number 2. And I think there's a picture of wife number 2. Of course, the first divorce was very messy. And I don't know. I don't have time to look in all the details of the, sort of awful moral failings of these quote-unquote leaders. But, let's say this endorsement and this nice relationship between Hagee and John McCain lasted, 2 weeks? And then John McCain had to dump Hagee's endorsement and just say, go away, get out of there. So, that's the risk of, there's Rod Parsley, another, right-wing pastor, talker, preacher man. It's dangerous, mixing religion and politics, really dangerous. As the Muslims... as the spirits with the Muslim fanatics will show us.